Bees are incredible. From their ability to recognise individual human faces, to their ability to be trained to detect cancer. There's so much we don't know about bees, and many fields are moving towards a greater understanding. One field that's terribly important to me is mental health, and wouldn't you know it, the bees can help humans here too. If you have been following my journey this far, you'll know that I've recently become a beekeeper. And today I want to talk about something that changed my life and give a little background about myself and beekeeping. This is something that's very personal to me, but I feel it may help others who have faced similar situations to me. I'm currently undertaking my PhD pathway in psychology, and I would eventually like to work in the field of clinical psychology. I've worked in mental health for over a decade now, and most importantly to me, I live with post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD. I have a severely disabled daughter, and on one particular occasion she almost died in my arms, leaving me with severe trauma, night terrors, depression and anxiety. There were days where I couldn't even get out of bed, and at one point I thought my life was over. However, I slowly managed to improve my life, and I'm working today to try and help others using my knowledge and experience. In this documentary series, I want to explore the world of bees. With this being the very first episode, I thought it would be fitting given that it's what I've dedicated my academic life to and something that has personally affected me. When working with the bees, I started to notice that something shifts in my mood and my heart rate drops. The hum of the colony just regulates me. I pulled some data from my watch which monitors my heart rate. This particular session lasted 1 hour, and just look at the dip in my heart rate. I seem to lose track of space and time. I'll be at the apiary for over an hour and I'll feel like it's only been 5 minutes. A classic sign of entering a flow state. I started to realise that the bees were making me calmer, more relaxed, and I would find my mood had significantly increased when I had spent the day around them. I found tons of reports all over different sites and forums of beekeepers reporting the same findings as me. I decided I need to extensively research this and look at this clinically. What does the science tell us? In 2024, researchers at the VA Hospital in New Hampshire published the first proper study on beekeeping for veterans' mental health, calling it Healing Hives. They worked with 9 veterans in 15 sessions over the span of 16 weeks. Each session mixed mindfulness, breathing activities, grounding with actual time in the hive. Each of these sessions lasted 2 hours each, meaning that the participants had 30 hours of actual intervention. Their results were measured using a standard quality of life scale. The results were impressive. Anxiety and depression scores dropped by roughly 31%, and overall health ratings improved by around 10%. Working in the field of mental health for over a decade, seeing a 31% reduction in anxiety and depression is a huge positive step. To ensure transparency, there was one single negative found from this experiment, and that was that standard hives can be physically tough to pick up and carry and move, so mobility took a small hit. They recommended easier hive styles for people with physical challenges to combat this. This was not the only piece of clinical data I was able to find. In fact, there are many, and whilst these findings are still in the early stages, there are a myriad of studies that have taken place. For example, the Bee Well study in 2024 found that beekeeping is linked to stress relief, anxiety prevention and depression mitigation. Additionally, another study called Beekeeping for Mental Health Prevention 2025 found that beekeeping helps some overcome symptoms of anhedonia, which is essentially the loss of pleasure in life. It helped them to feel reconnected with the world, with a sense of meaning and purpose, whilst also stating that beekeeping improved their mood, reduced their stress, and left participants with a feeling of heightened happiness. Several other studies, such as the Bee Honey and Mental Health 2022, also found similar findings. In conclusion, listening to these findings, it makes total sense to me. The bees force you to slow down and match their pace. You can't rush them. I often talk about the hum of the bees and how it's almost like we're communicating.
If they're unhappy, that hum increases. I know I need to slow down, relax, and sometimes even take a minute or two to just refocus. You have to be present, watching, listening, moving carefully. It's like built-in mindfulness. For me, that constant low hum is genuinely soothing. It's like the bees are co-regulating my own nervous system, and I find after spending a couple of hours around them, I am genuinely happier. I've undertaken courses on forest bathing, mindfulness and breathing exercises, and these things have helped me personally and other people with their struggles. That's why at the start of my videos you will see me walking in woodlands, pictures of fields and trees, because to me these things are relaxing and healing. There's a ton of clinical data on this too. One of my favourite books on this topic is Into the Forest by Dr. Quingley. I'd highly recommend it if you're interested in nature as an aid to healing trauma. Finding this clinical research on bees, helping us regulate our own nervous systems and supporting us when dealing with the trauma adds another powerful weapon to my toolbox of strategies when it comes to supporting myself and others. This research is still in the early stages. It's small studies that need more follow-up, but it's exciting. Whether you're a veteran, a parent carrying some heavy stuff, or just someone who needs to get out of their head for a while, there might be something powerful here for you too. And I truly hope that my videos can help some in the same way that the bees have helped me. I would love to know what you guys think of this mini documentary and my findings and real world experiences. I'd love to hear people's thoughts on this in the comments. Have you ever felt calmer around nature or animals, around trees, woodland, or just the countryside? If this resonates, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit the like and subscribe button for me. I want to continue this series looking at more clinical data and using my own experience with the bees. I'd like to investigate honey, how bees impact our world, and the top threat that bees currently face. I'm also open to any suggestions that you guys might want me to investigate. Thank you so much for watching guys, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.